Hello, this is Mike the editor. I apologize for our bad upload schedule. As you're about to hear in this episode, there's a bit of an audio issue on my side. So apologies for that, and I guess with that warning, let's start the show.
Hello and welcome back to the Fine Whining Podcast. I'm with my lovely co-hosts, Michael and Devan.
Hey.
Hello, I see your power's back.
Yeah, finally, right?
I got a question. How long was it out? Was it out for like a whole 3 days like Devan? Did you have to assimilate to your local neighbors and smoke Newports on the porch?
No, I didn't have to do that at all. You know, right when you guys started, it came back on. I was like, fuck.
Are you fucking serious?
So you didn't even bother just to like, oh, hey, guys.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt, and you guys were already recording, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just wait this one out.
I mean,
I didn't know if it would turn off again. So
so you were kind of nervous about it.
Yeah, I didn't really trust it.
I mean, we were on a roll. Jody was a fantastic guest. I will say that. He sure knows how to spin a yarn.
And also, I must apologize, Jody, listeners, that there might be some mouth breathing in there. And then
yeah, he is a mouth breather.
I feel bad about this because on when I was on Jerry's podcast, Club 197, I noticed he didn't edit out my mouth breathing, and I was a bit annoyed by that. I was like, oh, that's annoying, but whatever. But then I did the same thing to Jody, where I had to edit his fucking voice out, so I apologize. Apologies from Mike the editor. Apparently not the editor, just fucking not doing his job.
All right, so Cheese, do you want to tell us about your week?
There's nothing that's ever happened in my week, so you guys.
Oh, it's just been dead.
Yeah, it's like I just breathe and live. I look at the wall, stare at it, watch the paint dry.
So, my fiance T, her best friend was allegedly assaulted in front of her child.
I imagine a lovely boyfriend or fiance of sorts.
Was he black?
I don't know.
Mexican.
But so out of the goodness of T's heart, she told her that she could stay with us. And don't get me wrong, I was very apprehensive.
Well, it's a woman's your house is not a woman's shelter.
Yeah.
Right. I was very aggravated at the start. Because I was just like, this is somebody I don't know living in my house. But, you know, some time has passed, and her daughter is adorable. And also did not like me at first, probably because I look different.
White.
It's your white
don't trust Whitey. That was the first thing she sees when she opens the door, Whitey.
Like the first time that she met me, she just started screaming.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
But now she actually asks for me.
Oh.
Like she calls me Dee Dee.
That's pretty good.
Sweet.
But and I was kind of brought up on, the lines of, it takes a village, because raising a child by yourself is pretty fucking hard.
Is it?
No, it's not. You just put him in like a corner and tell him to behave.
No.
And you give him like some food and like SpongeBob.
It's not that simple, you simpletons.
I don't know. I mean, I had a dog when I was a kid. That was kind of.
It's not the same.
I played with it. I showered it, fed it.
No,
you ever take
shut
care
the
of
fuck
a
up, the both of you.
All right. What's the difference?
Yeah.
The difference is that it's a human. It's a little tiny human that is going to develop into, what we are now.
Assholes is going to turn into an asshole.
Yeah, basically. But
you might be a nice person.
I had an issue with it at first, but now it's just like I feel like I'm doing my part. My mom did not raise me by herself.
Oh, so now you're taking responsibility as the dad? Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
I don't see it like that. It's just I would rather they have somewhere safe to stay instead of being, homeless or her having her child taken away.
Oh yeah, I mean, that would suck.
Yeah, exactly.
But that would create up 2 problems.
What do you mean by that, Cheese?
Yeah, what 2 problems?
You know, you can kick them 2 out. You know what I'm saying? You can, get the
Get your
man
space back.
Yeah.
No, because I actually T actually told her friend about how I am and how I like my space. So usually
He gets
when
drunk and violent, and I know you have a bad history with that,
what
so
the
you know,
fuck
stay
are
out
you
of his way.
talking about?
He also likes to yell the N-word occasionally. So
No. Usually when I come out here and get on my computer, she will like take her daughter and go into the other room because I guess that she told her, I like being by myself, but I tried to explain like it's fine. Like as long as I'm not recording anything, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like if I need to take care of baby issues, as long as it's not changing diapers because I don't feel comfortable doing that because it's not my kid.
Yeah, that is kind of
yeah,
weird.
it's weird.
So I have my girlfriend do it. Fiance, whatever.
I mean, that's her friend, like shit.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, she has a pissy diaper. I literally told her that last night. I was like, yeah, she has a pissy diaper. Come take care of her.
You know, Devin, I mean, I hope this never happens to you, but this is just a common thing with women and in situations like this. From
Yeah.
family members to friends, I know. I just hope you're just not randomly accused of fucking her. I know you're gonna say she's not gonna accuse you, but I've heard the story a million times from friends and family.
I sure hope that doesn't happen either because T is a psycho.
Yeah. And see, and that doesn't go well either, because I mean, I've had that where like I had family where they had like friends stay over, and then I always told like my uncles and cousins, make sure you tell her, hey, I don't want to hear no shit that I'm fucking this abroad. And he's like, yeah, I'll tell her. And then surely enough, I hear the story later. Oh yeah, my chick's accusing me of fucking this broad. That's why I don't know how about like I feel about another like woman living in the house that like isn't directly related to me. You know?
No, I feel you.
Because I don't want to hear that type shit.
See, me personally, I'd be like, look, all right, we're gonna have another woman staying here. I gotta hit it. Come on. How am I gonna? I can't control myself. Come on.
Here is
What's she
she's
fat?
acting like he even gets any pussy.
I get pussy.
He does. You know what? I was watching a thing. I don't know if you heard of this comedian. His name's like something Barbos. He's like some like Mexican dude from Texas.
See?
And he says when he was a broke loser, for some reason women really like broke losers in Texas.
Okay.
And that guys who would take pictures of their ankle bracelets get mad pussy in Texas.
No,
So-
dude. It's just broke losers in general.
Well, yeah, I don't know what it is. Women just love it. Like they just
Mhm.
like broke guys who treat them like shit. And Cheese, I mean, he's I don't know if he's broke, but I mean, I'm sure he'll treat him like shit. So I think he's in the clear.
Even though if he treats him like shit, I'm pretty sure the woman would still beat his ass.
Well, the last girl I was with, I did threaten to beat the shit out of her every time I
Whoa!
saw her, so-
Well, there you go.
But she'd just laugh. So, I mean, she didn't take it serious.
See,
See?
it's cute.
See? Yeah, exactly. It's like a little joke.
I mean, I threatened T every once in a while. I'm just like, if you don't stop doing this shit, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
See? We all do it.
Oh, Devin, before anything, so, by the way, everyone, Devin's episode's out on Club 197 of his guest appearance. But there was something in there I wanted to talk to you about.
What's
I
that?
didn't know that you were a spiritual guy and that you actually pray before bed.
Yeah, I do.
Like, I think you're probably like the only person who's not like an old woman I know who prays before bed.
It's just a thing that I started to do because it made me kind of feel better before I went to bed.
Yeah.
Because I kind of have a lot of demons, I suppose.
Right.
How most people would put it. I've just done a lot of shitty stuff in my past. So that's why I do it.
You're praying the gay away, essentially.
It's not that, but yeah.
Well, no, because I want to talk about this is because I was talking to Jerry and, I tell him how the episode goes and he was talking about it and I was, I told him about how I listened to the episode. And I noticed he said that you hate nihilistic people, but then you talk to me, who's a very nihilistic guy.
Yeah, and I don't understand it.
So what I was saying, I was telling Jerry, and I don't know if you're down for it, is because Jerry is a spiritual guy too, and I kind of just want to, maybe we could see if we could get a guest on there. And I kind of just want to, talk about this with you guys, because you guys don't like nihilistic people, and I think it would be an interesting little
No,
conversation.
I don't understand that type of mindset
Yeah. Well, we don't have to get
because
into it
it's
too much.
just that's not this show. This show is for complaining.
It's for complaining and making shitty jokes that only make us laugh and maybe the occasional retard. Isn't a very highbrow show to talk about, life, death, and the universe. That.
All right. Well, what's been going on with fucking you, Mike?
Oh, geez, where to begin? So I guess I'll just talk about the what happened. So it finally happened. I got engaged.
Oh, brother.
The old ball of chain.
So you're engaged now, huh?
Yeah. So now my girlfriend upgraded to fiance, and now I get more expected of me because now I'm her fiance. So that's great. But yeah, so we had a great time. I proposed to her, and then we basically had like 3 days off. I proposed, and then we got some season passes to Knott's Berry Farm to go see Snoopy. Because why not? Because we had really nothing planned, and you know what? I haven't been there in over 15 years. And like I say, I just want to bring up a whine real quick. Is you're gonna agree with me on this? Is people who take their jobs way too serious or think their job is really important? Like, I think this is one of my major complaints. So what do you mean by this, I ask? So on the last day, we took her brother, and so we got like the parking passes. By the way, it's a scam. Have to pay for parking passes, food passes, the whole deal. So basically, a lot of money got spent, probably like well over probably like $700 just for this trip alone. And that's not including like our hotels and all that. So that's another thing.
Jeez.
So we take her brother, we go in, and we gotta do a parking section. So we're sitting in the back of the car, and then he pulls it out and scans our parking pass. He goes, sir, is this she tells her brother, is this your wife? Oh, whose parking pass is this? And he's like, oh, that's my sister's. Oh, is she here? And I was like, well, she's in the back of the car. Oh, okay then. So immediately because this happens a lot. They're like a lot of shit like this, but why does it matter to you? You are someone who works minimum wage at a probably billion-dollar thing, and you're gonna hassle us over this person is not the right person for the parking pass? Who fucking cares? Just scan the pass. Oh, this person clearly paid for it or something, because clearly it's on a card. So just move along and let us fucking park.
So that causes a huge security risk because you're saying you're someone else that you're not. It's just like fraud, like it's identity theft. It's what you're doing, actually.
No, it's not.
So then, you could guess this person was. It was a woman. So okay. Then next thing, we go on like this dumb little basically it's like a little water ride, and so it's just 3 of us on like this thing. So it's just only 3 of us alone, separated in our own like little thing essentially.
So you aren't even sitting with your future wife?
No, we were sitting. It was me, her, and then her brother sitting there. So there's like no kids around or anything. And then basically in the middle, you put your stuff. And then I guess the lady saw, a vape pen. And so what a normal person would do is like, oh, hey, just so you know, there's no vaping allowed on the premises. Don't do that. That's what a normal thing would do. This was a woman, by the way. Which, I'm going to building up to something here. Just so you know, this is Knott's Berry Farm is not a no vaping zone. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if we catch you vaping on the ride, we got cameras everywhere, and our security will find you, and we will have you removed from the park. Okay. And it's like, what? I was like, yeah, no shit, bitch. I ain't gonna fucking smoke on this shit because I'll lose my fucking pen, cunt. But just for the fact that you're you think you're fucking tracking down Jason Bourne with this fucking Snoopy technology, you're gonna scan us and track us down through the park with the Peanuts gang special forces to throw us out? What the fuck are you talking about? And it's not even a big fucking deal. There's no kids near us and anything. And by the way, I always hate these retards always going on about vapes. There's fucking no smell. Even if I was smoking near your retarded kid, they won't smell it. and they won't get no side effects from it. But anyways, you could just easily just told us, oh, hey, sir, just don't fucking do that. I could have been cool with that. Fine. Third person. Oh, who'd have guessed? I want to get a drink, and you know how expensive the drinks are. Again, another woman. I have to think. I'm seeing a pattern here. So I go up and I'm trying to get a refill, and there's this Mexican lady, barely speak any English, but she has those. You have to pay like $30 fucking for those like refillable cups. Those really expensive cups. So she walks by, and she's trying to refill her drink, and while I'm like, paying for my drink, she goes, ma'am, and she's like, okay, did you pay for that? Where did you get the cup from? Oh, and she could barely speak, she's like fucking like just pressing this fucking Mexican lady, and like she's like, just like showing, and she's like, no, ma'am, you got it, oh, okay. And then right when she went to go refill her drink, she turned off the drink machine so no one could get refills until they get her approval. And so I'm thinking, what the fuck are you doing? So this, even if like say this lady still stole this fucking cup, why do you have the need to do this to save your company money? And by the way, I doubt that fucking Snoopy has a fucking gallon tracker of like, oh wow, you were missing 1 liter of soda. What happened with this? like like you're stealing from the till. But yeah, what the fuck? And this is not even just an exclusive to fucking Mr. Snoopy. It's exclusive to everywhere. Everywhere, there's always some asshole who, like, for instance, after I went back to the hotel, let's get some fucking Taco Bell. I'm shouting out your company, Devan. But, so, when you ask for sauces, oh, hey, can I have some sauces? Oh, how many do you want? Just fucking grab a handful and throw it in. Don't ask me how many fucking sauces I want. You're really nickel and diming over fucking sauces? Like, who are you protecting? Like, who are you saving? This is not going to get you a raise anywhere. You're not going to get pulled in the office to get a raise for saving them a couple of fucking pennies.
Well, he's actually helping out the economy because those sauces take time to make, and you got to think about the plastic.
The machine does it.
Still, the plastic, the materials, you're not thinking this in, Mike. You're not thinking it through. You got to think about, you really want to hurt our economy?
Yeah.
What would really fix the economy, Cheese, if you fix the crackles in your microphone?
Oh, it's crackling right now?
But yeah. Do you guys have similar experiences where there's someone who's like, I guess, overcompensating on their shitty little job or just doing a little extra just for the company that doesn't give a shit?
It doesn't
honestly,
matter.
No one gives a shit.
But I have some late breaking news. Boom, boom.
Okay.
Fine Whining exclusive.
Smash Mouth singer Steve Harwell is in hospice care with liver failure and has only days left to live.
He's gonna be walking on the sun pretty soon, it seems.
He's gonna shortly be saying, "Somebody once told me."
You know what? That's not surprise me. He's a drunken asshole from what I've seen.
Oh,
dude, he gets on stage really wasted, and he just talks shit to people in the crowd. It's hilarious. He's a fucking menace.
He's not a menace. He made the Shrek movies good.
Not really. The Shrek movies were already good.
Yeah, but it had no good soundtrack.
No, the soundtrack is what makes a movie, Cheese.
Like, dude, imagine Mario. Right now, you're playing Mario, and there's no like do. You like it would just not be the same game.
I guess you have a point, but I mean, it's Smash Mouth. Does anyone really care about Smash Mouth?
I do.
Yeah, you're gay though.
The old people like me do. Yes.
Yeah. You guys are retarded.
I only liked one album, and that's about it. I don't really.
I mean, yeah, that's just like me. I only like one album by Green Day.
I like a couple, but I like shitty garbage.
Like Dookie.
Yeah, that's
was a fucking fantastic album.
The world is for us new people, not you fucking old people.
Yes, it is for us.
Yeah, which one of you? Oh yeah, so who has a really good soundtrack in the latest movie? What new guy? What up and coming star?
You know what song is probably gonna be put in songs? I mean, put in movies now.
What?
That Richmond North Richmond song. It's probably gonna be put in movies.
When the Song of the South remake? What do you mean?
Yeah, try this in a small town or some bullshit.
Richmond.
You know, I have a sneaking suspicion when he talks about I don't know if anybody's heard the song. I don't know. It's kind of popular. It's so I don't know if y'all have heard it before, but I don't know where he just starts talking about people on welfare, and I just can't help but he's talking about black people.
He's not specifically talking about dark people.
I don't know. I feel like
he literally says, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds.
Jeez.
It's not me. Fuck off.
Why should my tax dollars be helping you out?
Okay,
well, I mean, I agree with that.
I don't agree. Like, okay, let's say.
What do you mean you don't agree?
Okay, let's say there's like an old granny lady. She's 5'3".
Okay, that's fine.
And what if she gets hurt doing her job and then she has to go on welfare?
That's fine.
Clearly not to this guy.
No. Do you not know about welfare queens?
But
Cheese?
Devin, what if she hurt herself by eating all the food in Taco Bell and getting 300 pounds and she
shit.
like broke her knees through all her weight?
Yeah, what then, Devin? Stupid.
I actually did have a video I wanted to bring up.
Oh.
So yeah, this news anchor heard this song and had something to say.
Hopefully it's not.
Men north of Richmond got me wondering why I'm not more mad, actually. Mad that I pay taxes on a home that I already own, paid for by a paycheck I already paid taxes on, that I fix with materials that I buy and pay more taxes on when I purchase them, taxes that essentially have me working from January to June for free. Yeah, I was driving into work, listening to that song, thinking, look, I pay 50% of my income to government at various levels, and yet the bridge by my house has been closed for a year with not so much as a spray paint line on the ground or a start date. Yet, when I hit a pothole and get a flat tire on roads that I'm taxed to drive on, I have to wait on hold for hours sometimes to get a human only to tell me, sorry, we're not going to pay for your tire. I have no recourse. My dollars were 17 cents less than it was 2 years ago, but you don't reduce my taxes any. The government just burdens me. It's our problem to figure out where we're going to make up that other 17 cents.
I mean, I agree 100%.
I think that has a solid point.
Nah, he's stupid.
You
All right. Yeah. Why, Cheese? Why do you say that?
Okay, so, like I said, I'm currently on unemployment. I like welfare, and you guys are currently giving me money, and I've been really struggling to find a job. But thankfully, this money I'm getting right now, this unemployment, people's tax dollars and stuff and whatnot, it's really keeping me afloat.
But I'm not mad about unemployment because unemployment essentially is like, dude, you paid your time into with taxes anyways, and you're still getting just a fraction of it back. So that's not really a major concern with unemployment. I mean, hey, you worked your time, you're getting paid, you're getting your taxes back, some of it essentially. That's how I feel. At least you're getting paid into it, and then, whatever. But I see what Devin's saying, where there's like a fatty who just sits home, drinks Mountain Dew all day, who's probably never worked a day in their life, and they're just collecting this money for free, opposed to someone who's worked and then
it's a
been
damn
gone to an accident.
shame.
Because welfare is in place for people who just can't work. Like, say, what if I don't know, I lose my leg randomly, then I have to go on. Then it's like, well, hey, at least I was working and I got, I paid into it a bit.
I don't know. I like free money. I don't like anyone trying to take away the free money. That's about it.
my only problem with it is that it goes to the government and they don't do nothing with it. Like the fatties or all the little like broke people are probably just getting like a penny.
To fucking Ukraine.
Yeah, they're probably getting a penny out of every $1,000 I'm paying in taxes, probably. So
Out of a fake
doubt
fucking war.
it has nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
A fake war. A proxy war.
I don't know. I think maybe more Americans to get their money back, just like start painting Ukrainian flags all over like the streets so they could fix the roads. Maybe that'll help. Say that the Ukrainians need a tank to drive through the city, so I say we just paint the roads.
Our
with Ukrainian
fucking governor
flags.
actually tried to say that she will fix the fucking roads.
Yeah, how many times I heard that one in California with all the shitty roads.
No wonder there was like a fake assassination coup on her. I probably shouldn't say that.
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna take us into a topic.
Yeah,
sure,
please, Joe.
All right. So I've been having this on my mind for quite a while. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys don't mind, click on "Is he in the wrong?" Okay.
Okay.
All right, it's a bit of an old story, Cheese.
It's a bit dated, but I really passionate about this. All right. So essentially, there's this YouTuber now turned streamer, streams 24/7.
What's his name?
FouseyTube. That's his name.
That's how you pronounce it?
That's how you pronounce it. Yes.
I thought it was Fauci.
No, retard. It's Fousey. So.
Don't
Yeah, but
insult
hasn't
me.
he not been relevant in years? I remember back in like the early 2000s and when Vine was a thing, he was big. He's doing things nowadays.
Yeah, he's streaming. Well, was streaming. I'll get to that in a bit. So, basically, this whole controversy started when he was going to an airport, right? He decided, you know what? Been on the plane. Gonna take a seat at the bar. Get some drinks in me, be a little bit more entertaining because I'm gonna be drunk. So he goes to the bar, sees this woman, this poor, helpless, defenseless woman, You know.
Oh, yeah. I don't believe they're defenseless, but continue. I'll hear you.
So he goes up to the woman, right? And he's like, "Hey, you know," he's chatting her up and stuff, and starting touching her and like hugging on her a little bit. And then he asks, how many drinks have you had? And she says like, "Oh, one. Like I've just had one drink." So he's like, "Oh, okay." So he goes to the bartender and goes, "Hey, order us a couple more drinks right here." So he gets her more drinks, you know, and eventually he's starting to hit on her. And out of nowhere, she's like, "Did you know I was a sex trafficking victim?" And for some reason, he decides to tell her.
He was like, "No, bitch, I just met you. How the fuck would I know that, you dumb cunt? Are you famous?"
Well, this is Fousey Tug we're talking about. He's a retard. He's a YouTuber. So he decides to be like, "Oh, you're a sex trafficking victim? Well, I was actually a sex addict, and I'd get like hand jobs from like massage parlors, which were sex
we make
trafficking
quite the
victims."
couple, you know that? Hey, you got something in common here.
Exactly. So he tells her that, and then he starts crying, and then she starts crying, and he's like, "Do you want to go take a walk or something?" And he tells the bartender to watch his camera and shit in his backpack. And they're just like hugging. He grabs her ass for some reason. I don't know why.
He's like, "Hold on, bartender. I'm gonna be stuck in traffic real quick."
Yeah. So he says he's gonna go shopping with her and stuff. And then he goes off, shopping, comes back. He says, "Guys," he looks at the camera. You can see deep into his eyes. He's like, "Guys, I just joined the what's it called? The High Mile Club or whatever the fuck.
Mile High Club.
The Mile High Club. Thank you. Sorry. I just joined the Mile High Club." And then he starts laughing at, and everybody's in chat's like, "You just took advantage of that woman, dude. You got her drunk and then went to go fuck her in the restroom." And then after he sees chat's reaction, he's like, "Oh, guys, I'm joking. I pulled a prank on you." He does say that. "I pulled a prank on you guys. It's obviously a joke."
Oh yeah, well, it was obviously a joke because, you know, Mile High Club, you have to be in a plane to have sex with her. I just had sex with her.
Yeah.
All right. Funny joke, guys.
So he says, "I joined the Mile High Club. I'm sorry. I should not have shared that. I'm sorry. I'm lying, by the way. It was a joke. It's a joke. A huge joke. You just got pranked by FouseyTube." Exact quote.
And she got pranked.
After that, though, the one thing I don't understand is if it was a prank, right? Why after did he give her $300 to show? And he showed it on camera too. He's like, "Here, like I gave her $300. Like I didn't really do anything wrong."
Wait.
Yeah.
So, okay, is this rape or is this just employing a sex worker?
I don't know. To be honest,
because
I don't know.
mean, if he paid her money afterwards and she accepted, and I don't know, like, because this happened a while ago, did she come forth? Because I mean, I'm sure
She has not come forth yet.
Well, then she was probably a fucking whore.
Maybe. I don't
Because
know,
usually with stuff, like, I don't know,
Right.
because think of this, like, if I was like sex trafficked and like online and like this guy took advantage of me drunk, and I'm pretty sure the family and friends would tell her, and also because of autistic sprigs on the internet, they usually track people down like this and try to get an answer from them. And
Mike, why do you act like anyone would want you?
would want me to what?
No one wants to have sex with you, Mike.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd get reported instantly. I mean, if I had abs like Fousey, then maybe, you know.
Those fucking fake abs.
That's
But
fine.
I get what
She
you're
don't know
saying.
any better.
I get what you're saying, you know. Is she just a whore or is she a victim? I don't know. But the main story, or the main focal point is that he had sex with some sex trafficking victim after getting her a couple drinks in her, which is kind of wrong.
Sounds like she didn't learn her lesson, you know.
Yeah, clearly not.
Shit.
What a dumb bitch. But that's also what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, is he really in the wrong? Because if you go to, like, let's say I'm going to the club, right?
It's just scummy. I mean, it's not like, I wouldn't say
not rape.
throw him in jail. I mean, it's kind of scummy to do, though.
He called one of his Keemstar, his YouTuber friend who does like a drama oil or whatever. He called him and was like, "Bro, I just got some fucking head in the restroom. I tapped that shit," and then hung up. And he was like, "Okay, cool." So I mean, he got head. So I mean, like, in order to get head, don't you have to like she has to be into it too? That's like, it seems really intimate, no?
Yeah, because you can't rape a girl's mouth.
Exactly, because they'll bite
Because
down
that's the
on it.
most powerful part of a woman is her fucking mouth, to blabber and like do anything with that fucking thing. So
yeah, all they do is talk with it.
like if he was like really like raping her or whatever, like I think that cock would have been bit clean off. Reminds me of the whole Vince McMahon deal. He pulled out his weenie. She said, "I felt forced and I had to suck it." So, you know,
Exactly.
you didn't, dude. You could just walked away. And if he did force you, could just bite the fucker straight off.
Exactly, and then been a while, like we said, but the girls never came forward and said like, "Oh, he raped me," yada yada yada. So she's happy with her $300 and sucking cock, apparently. So go to the airport, you see her, you know, you can give her a little bit of money. But
Where's this airport again? I might go on vacation soon.
but yeah, but this also leads me to my whine.
Mm-hmm.
So after all this, right? You know, everyone's hating on him. He starts having his manic attack because he's manic. He has bipolar or whatever. He's having attacks or whatever, right? He's like,
Jeez,
"Oh,
was he the woman? What the fuck?
exactly what I thought." So he's having these manic attacks or whatever, and he starts going, "Oh, I'm Muslim. I would never do this. Allah, I praise Allah, I love Allah. I don't eat pork or whatever." And it's this trend that I've been seeing a lot recently. It's
Apparently you can't eat pork, but you sure can fuck it because this bitch looks fat.
Yeah, see. So
Yeah.
my whine is fake Muslims.
Oh,
Okay.
dude,
Tired of
it's
this.
been happening
Yeah.
like a lot recently, especially with who's that fake?
So I can know
Tate.
too. There's Sneeko and there's Andrew Tate's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
Andrew
brothers.
Tate. Yeah, that's who I
Tates.
was going for.
Yeah.
They're fake Muslims.
Yeah. It's the Tates. It's I Show Speed. It's Sneeko.
I show Speed's Muslim.
Yes, he is Muslim. So
Oh,
well, he became Muslim. It's Aiden Ross. It's all these fucking like alpha male people who are becoming Muslim. They're like, "Oh, you can't eat this," or if they'll eat like, or if someone's eating pork, they'd be like, "Oh no, that's Allah or whatever." Some shalala blah blah blah. It's how heads speak. I don't fucking know what they're talking.
I thought Muslims don't tattoo their bodies.
They don't. They don't.
But, you know,
And
I'm
Fusi
looking at a
Tube has
picture of
fucking-
Fusi Tube.
Yeah, and he has fucking tattoos. That's what I'm saying. He's a fake Muslim, such a bad Muslim that his own brother called him on while he was streaming and was like, "Hey, by the way, you're no longer part of the family. You've been disowned. Don't ever call us." So, and he was
Also, he was
talking
drinking
on
at a bar. Muslims don't drink either.
Exactly. So, I'm tired of this fucking fake Muslims. I don't know what it is with the like this religion or whatever, but for some reason every influencer is going to it. Like I don't understand.
You know what?
I'm tired of it.
is? I think it's probably one of the better religions to get behind. I guess you know, like a lot of people who like do like a lot of scandalous things. You always hear like of some Christian guy fucking some whore, and then he's like, "Oh, sorry, pray for my forgiveness. I'm sorry." And you know, he's kind of okay. And some people do cancel him. For a Muslim, you can't talk shit on Muslims because, you know, they'll go blow up your building or, you know, chop your head off. So I think it's probably one of the better things to get behind because, you know, if you challenge any kind of Muslim, you know, they're just going to fucking like suicide bomb your house.
Yeah. So I'm just tired of this fake Muslims. Like I hate it. Every time I scroll on Twitter, I'm seeing like.
So what's
someone
manly
talking
about
Allah or
Muslims? Like,
whatever.
there's nothing manly about being Muslim. Oh, you can't drink. You have to. The only thing like what? Oh, you can mistreat women. Like, yeah, you can
That's
do that.
cool.
You can do that as a Christian, dude. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
And you can still drink and get tattoos.
I mean, you can just do that as a man.
Oh yeah, that too. You can just be normal and just do it anyways.
Yeah, see? And then another thing about Fusi Tube, there's an ending to the story, right? He used to be streaming. He's no longer streaming because
He
Aiden
killed
Ross.
himself. Did he blow himself up at the airport?
I'm not
He
gonna
found
lie.
bombs on his package.
No, he's a fake Muslim. He would never blow himself up. I wish he
Ah.
would, but so essentially, he's having a panic attack, right, or whatever.
Uh-huh.
He's been on a manic episode, just constantly streaming. He hasn't been asleep. He's meeting up with these influencers and fighting them in their own homes for some reason.
Wait,
Like,
what?
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's this. It's Aiden Ross's friend, Neon, right? It's this little fucking scrawny kid. He's a fucking faggot, right? So he goes to Neon's house and he's talking to him, whatever. I think they're talking shit or whatever. And then I don't know, he just smacks him right across the face.
All right,
Oh, geez.
Cheese, I have a question for you.
What's up?
At this point, do you think that these famous people actually have mental disorders, or do you think they're just doing it for clout?
Fusi, I can tell you fully, is a fucking retard. I do
think there's something
that
wrong with them.
There is something drastically wrong with him because I'll get to it. But yeah, he slaps that one influencer, Neon.
Wait, you
slaps
said
him.
he was like some like faggy little boy, right? Maybe he was trying
Yeah.
to traffic him. Maybe that's
I
his
guess,
move.
I
He
don't know.
slaps you, and then he takes control of you.
Maybe because he did get into his face. He's like, oh, I fucking beat the shit out of people like you for breakfast, and he was just trying to act tough and everything. right in front of the scrawny kid or whatever. He slaps the fuck out of him. Goes to another influencer's house. I don't know, some fucking TikTok. I don't even know his name. And he gets a water bottle and throws water in the guy's face, and then like tries to fight him in his own home.
Oh, I saw that video. That was Fousey. That was lame.
That was Fousey. Yeah. So he throws water on him, starts trying to fight him and shit. Security kicks him out the house or whatever. A little after that, goes to a hotel, right? And there's another influencer, not at the hotel, but streaming. It's a kick streamer or something. I don't know his fucking name. But essentially, kick streamer, he calls up Fousey. He's like, hey, one of your fucking faggot ass friends got me banned off this platform. So I'm gonna go to your fucking mother. I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill your fucking mom and your whole family. They're all gonna die. Yeah. And Fousey's like, you're gonna kill. I'm gonna go. Where the fuck are you right now? I'm gonna kill you. And just threatening this guy. And he's like, give me your fucking address. And the guy's giving his address. He's like, all right, pull up right now. He gives him the address, and Fousey just calls the police. He's like, this guy's threatening to kill my family. I'm in trouble. Help me. He's trying to kill my family. And the police are like, well, I mean, we can go to the address, but I mean, there's nothing we can really do. It's just like a threat unless there's someone right there. So Fousey makes a 6D chess play, right? And he says, "There's a gun to my head right now. There's a gun to my head. He's gonna fucking kill me. He's right in this room. He's in what address are we at right now? We're at the Intercontinental Hotel. He has a fucking gun to my head. He's gonna kill me." And then he hangs up.
So I don't want to spoil it, but I hope this ends in Fousey 2 becoming Swiss cheese. Does that happen?
As much as I wish that happened, sadly it does not happen.
Oh, well,
the police show up. They see he lied, which is illegal. You're wasting police time and money. So they see that, well, he lied about it. So they arrested Fousey Tube, and he's in a psych ward as of right now.
I mean, at least in a psych ward, I guess. But is he still live streaming in a psych ward?
Nope.
This is what happened. What happens when you don't take careful care of your mental health?
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you've had to mention Cheese, but he's admitted he's been off his meds for I think 2 weeks, and he hasn't slept in 3 days too.
Yeah, I forgot to bring that up, but yeah, he was off his meds and everything, and he was constantly 24/7 live streaming or whatever. But obviously he can't handle it. He's fucking tired, so he's been acting a bit manic. But also another thing, what makes me really happy about this, right? Because he's friends with Aiden Ross, right? And Aiden Ross is with Kick and stuff, and Aiden told him, "Hey, you're gonna get a Kick deal. Just keep streaming and whatever." And Fousey, everywhere he goes, he just talks about it constantly. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get this Kick deal. I'm gonna get fucking millions of dollars. Yada yada yada. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna get this fucking Kick deal." Before he's sent to the psych ward or whatever, Aiden calls him and he's like, "Hey, by the way, that Kick deal, it's off. They don't want to give it to you anymore because you've been acting like a fucking retard." And
understandable.
It's a happy ending to me because he doesn't get the $1 million. He's been acting like a fucking prick. So I'm just happy he's not, and he's in the psych ward as well. So 3 good things came out of all this. And he's no longer on Twitter. I don't have to see his fucking gay ass tweets anymore. I don't have to see anything like that. So I'm just happy that he's gone. It makes me happy. He's not getting money anymore.
This could be a
praise
bad
Allah.
Thing, I think potentially, that. Because what happens when people lose everything and they're sat alone to reflect? What happens usually to people who sit alone, lose everything, and have time to reflect? What usually happens?
Kill themselves.
Well, I mean, one would hope. But a lot of people, they become religious and they go back to their roots of how they were. So what if he goes back to being good old-fashioned Muslim and just does what he was meant to do and blow up airports? I think we just bred another terrorist here. Because now he's going to hate white people. And, he's going to go back to his roots. Because all he's going to do is sit in the psych ward and just think about Allah all day.
I was kind of hoping that's how I ended, but sadly it did not. Because I'm done with this guy. I'm tired of fucking seeing him.
I think we got a villain in the making. I don't know. I think we might have the next, suicide bomber. I just hope he, blows up something important. Or, that affects the government, not just, a random school or a battered women's shelter or something.
Or, another killdozer.
You know what? I think that's a good transition. So I want you guys to... You done with this article, Cheese?
Yeah, I'm done with it.
All right, so I want you guys to go click on Killdozer 2, possibly. City mistakenly tears down man's home, then charges him $68,000 in demolition costs.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I'll read a bit through this. It's fairly short, and I can tell you the gist of it. Let's read through it. It's pretty short. An Atlanta man who lost his house after the city tore it down by mistake is now facing a lawsuit to have the entire property foreclosed unless he pays the $68,000 demolition cost. Everett Tripodis property in Atlanta's historic West End is now an empty lot, but until a few weeks ago, he actually owned a home there, one that the city demolished without so much as a warning. Technically, they did send out letters notifying the owner that the property had been labeled unfit for habitation, but they sent them to the wrong address in a different zip code about 1.4 miles away. Tripodis, whatever, and his mother had bought the century-old house as an investment and had been working on remodeling it when the city decided to tear it down. To make matters worse, the city of Atlanta is now suing the owner of the property and now threatening to foreclose on the empty land unless he covers the cost of the demolition of $68,000. The demolition order itself gave the city and its contractor authority to demolish a home on a completely different street and a completely different zip code. So this is fucking bullshit. So by the way, further in the article and an article I read, so basically the normal thing or what you would think of is to sue, right? You should sue the shit out of the city and the state for doing this. One would think, right?
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but the thing is, apparently, the state of Georgia has decided, nah, you have to pay it. They declined all of his countersuing, so now he has to be forced to pay the $68,000.
Where do you even how do you even fight this? Honestly, how do you?
You would have to go to like something far above your state, which I'm sure you're not gonna win against the fucking state as this one dude. Unless you call Saul, dude. It's not happening.
Yeah, I guess so. What the fuck?
So this right here would make me Killdozer shit. A similar thing happened. Remember when they kind of like fucked with that one dude? The guy who made the Killdozer and he just went on a rampage. I think this guy should do the same thing.
Yeah. So the whole Killdozer thing
Mm-hmm.
was because he had basically a oil shop,
Mm-hmm.
and they started doing road work that would stop people from being able to actually go to his shop, and that's when the original Killdozer got pissed.
No, it was more than just that.
Yeah, it was more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus, what I would do instead of doing, making a Killdozer is what I'd get a AR-15 with all the illegal parts, right? And I'd go to a rally and I'd shoot it up. That's what I would do.
A funny sheet rally? What kind of rally?
A pride one. No, wait. A school even. That's what I would do. Just to show, you shouldn't have fucked with me. Now, the future children are dead. That's what I do. That's just me personally, though.
I'm on this guy's side.
It's like 68,000. I'm gonna cause 68,000 worth of damages. You just fucked my home up. What else is there to do? You're in debt now.
And the worst part is you sent to the wrong address. What the fuck? But the thing is, it's not even you have to pay the demolition fees. So you're probably wondering, well, so what if he just says fuck you? I don't pay demolition fees because you're an asshole. You just fucking just bulldoze my house. They're still just gonna claim the whole land. If they don't pay it, they just claim the land. So he essentially just gets the house demolished. He's out whatever he paid for that house, and then he's out land on top of that.
I'd actually redact everything I said prior before. I'd get a plane, and I'd drive it to the Pentagon. I think that's what I'd do. Again.
Yeah, and you could have Fuzi to join you on that.
Yeah,
quest,
exactly. Man. Oh, that's fucking horrible. I feel bad for this guy.
Yeah, and that's all. Or tax dollars are going just destroying the wrong houses and just stealing land from people. That kind of reminds me of my people.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, now he knows how to be native.
Well, I mean, he's gonna have to be native after this. He's gonna have to live on a shitty dirt land and probably get drunk to just get past his day. Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Jesus, that's fucking horrible. I would not wish that. Well, no, I'd wish that on someone I hate, but
I would too. Look out for Killdozer Part 2, everybody. Because, I mean, if he doesn't, then shit, man. He's a stronger man than any one of us, I guess. Cheese, you got a topic for us?
Yes, I do. Everyone, press on I Show Meat.
Oh, is this the other Muslim fellow you were talking about?
Indeed it is. It is the other Muslim fellow.
Oh, did he awaken a Muslim inside of him?
He did actually. So I don't know if you guys know who iShowSpeed is.
A lot of the listeners will not know. I barely know who he is.
Yeah, so iShowSpeed is a influencer slash streamer slash YouTuber. He is mostly streaming, and he plays video games or just does retarded shit like light fireworks in his room and causes a house fire. So
He really
does
is
a-
Muslim.
see, so he does a lot of stupid shit, and his reactions are over the top. Some would say constantly screaming, never just have
So he's a
quiet
kid. He's like a
voice.
kid streamer where he like yells.
Basically, yeah. Think about like if just kid streamer. Exactly. Thank you. But you
So
know, this
you would say that that's like his main demographic is children. Would you say?
yeah, children. Yeah, children,
okay.
Gen Z, people in maybe like 9th grade to elementary. I could see that. Yeah. So
Okay.
he's like he's not child friendly. So the reason why his name is now I Show Meat is because he was playing a very popular kids game, FNAF, meaning Five Nights at Freddy's.
All right.
So there's a robot that the community really likes to sexualize called Chica. It's a chicken that has like a little bib over her tits.
Wait a minute. This black guy with a chicken? Okay, this ain't can't go well.
Yeah, so he decides, he gets jump scared. So he really plays it up that he's scared or whatever, right? To show his retarded audience, like, oh, look, guys, I'm scared. So he's like, and he's like, I'm gonna fuck you, Chica. So he gets up and goes to his camera and starts thrusting at it. And I guess he wasn't wearing shorts, but he was just wearing underwear. So his cock kind of slips through the little hole on your, your boxers.
Mhm.
And he realizes that. He sits down, and you can tell he didn't mean it, obviously. He was like, oh, fuck. He was like, I'm so fucked right now. So he immediately ends stream, and it's been trending that he's been, his fans are calling him I Show Meat.
Wait, so he showed his dick to a bunch of kids,
hmm
and he screams like incomprehensible noises.
Yeah, and said he was going to fuck Chica and start thrusting the camera and showed his
You
cock
know,
to a bunch of kids.
I think he's a better Muslim than goddamn Fuzi too, because he screams like they scream. They are pedophiles who believe in like fucking 14-year-old girls and stuff.
Yeah.
So you know what? I think he is a better Muslim than Fuzi too, who's probably born into it.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. But it's funny because everyone's been going on the joke or whatever. He's been streaming or whatever, and he was on Roblox and decided, to play Roblox or whatever. A bunch of his fans joined and harassed him, calling him I Show Meat, to the point where he just started getting really angry and just said, fuck y'all, I'm getting off this shit. I can't do this shit no more. And there was another moment where he was on Omegle, and this Danish, a Chad Danish white man said, oh, it's I Show Meat. And he got really upset. It was like, if you're the reason why I'm going to kill myself, because of you, remember this fucking day, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself. And he was like, oh, okay, I Show Meat. And he got really mad and started crying, I believe. And
Okay.
even his... Oh, go ahead.
I gotta ask. So, no one should have this normal reaction. I got a question. Was his dick small? Because if your dick is small, then I guess this would be the perfect reason.
I saw the video.
Okay.
It's a nice size. I'm not gonna lie. He is packing some heat. I'm not gonna lie. Packing some heat. He's black, obviously. BBCs. So he's packing. I don't know why he's so offended by this or whatever. Yeah, but even his own dad is calling him I Show Meat. His dad went on live on TikTok and was just saying, I show meat. I show the meat. So it's kind of funny.
Wait, is he in contact with his father, or did his father just come back from the liquor store and decide to make fun of him?
He's in contact with them, but he made his dad apologize to him. But one thing that came out of this, which is now why I'm remembering, another whine of mine, is comparing blacks. This is why I called my whine. So his fans are comparing him to Etika, which is another live streamer who sadly took his life because he was famous for playing Nintendo games and stuff like that, and Joy-Con gang,
and also having public meltdowns where the police always have to break into his house and arrest him.
Yeah. So his fans are making these shitty little edits of showing a slideshow of pictures of iShowSpeed and Etika and saying he's gonna be the same way and stuff. I'm tired of it. I'm like, this is fucking retarded. His fans are a bunch of fucking retards. Why are you, like, yeah, they're black, but that doesn't mean he's gonna kill himself. Obviously not. Are you?
I mean,
I
it's
just don't
like, I
understand.
think he's just saying all that stuff because I mean, it's really humorous when someone yells and gets angry, and I mean, I'm sure that's what he's playing up. Like, I'm gonna kill myself because you know what? I mean, I think he knows the game because this guy obviously he deals with kids and drama, I assume. So I think he's just playing it up just for the camera. I think.
Exactly. That's exactly what I think. But I don't like that they're comparing him to a person who's already taken his own life. You know, it's fucking stupid and retarded. It's like, what's the point? It's kind of like disrespectful, to be honest.
Because like, Cheese, why are you complaining about this? Cheese, you compare black people all the time.
Yeah, but this one's not dead yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, well, I can only hope. But it's just annoying, is it not? It's like, well,
Yeah, not
you
really,
guys are old, so.
Not really, because like I mean, I remember when people were comparing like George Floyd to Rodney King. No, Rodney King got legit fucking like trampled. Like homeboy Floyd just kind of got like a knee on him because he was like singing the national anthem or something. But like, it's not the same.
I don't know. I guess like I don't know. It's just stupid to compare. Like this guy's already dead. Why even bringing him up? This guy, he's just a fucking idiot who showed his cock. The other guy had mental illness, so I mean, you know. But I don't know. That's just my problem.
It is pretty mentally ill to show your cock to children. I don't know, man.
Well, it was an accident, is what they all say. But I'm just saying, I don't know. I just don't. I don't understand why they're comparing him to fucking Etika. So, but that was my topic. That was I show meat.
What about the one that's all the way in the bottom on your 10 category? Can you read that out loud?
About it. No.
Okay.
Comparing blacks. That was the one.
Oh, that's not what it says.
Oh, read it for us then.
I can't do that.
Okay, shut the fuck up, Devan. All right.
Get a girlfriend, Cheese. You know what? I think that's a really good place to stop the episode. Because what? We shoot for an hour?
No, we could do one more. It'll be quick.
No, all right. Wash your funky ass, bitch.
All right.
Okay.
Woman 22 stabbed her grandfather in the face after being asked to take a shower. Oh yeah, so this a lovely looking woman.
She's not lovely. She looks like she stinks. I could look at this woman right now and I could guarantee she needs to shower. I don't need to like even smell her. I could just look at the picture and I could fucking smell her.
Are you saying that because she's black?
No, it's because like she just has this greasy ass like face and she's fucking ugh. But yes, continue.
Right. A young Louisiana woman was arrested for allegedly stabbing her grandfather in the face after being asked to take a shower during an argument over her hygiene habits. Carrington Harris, 22, started wielding a kitchen knife in the wake of a tense exchange with her grandparents Tuesday at a home in Keithfield, authorities allege.
I always hear a lot of reasons why, you know, bitches stink. Well, I mean, a lot of bitches stink because, well, they're fat usually because they're fat. But I always hear it's always like a mental thing where it happens where usually it happens when they're molested or raped. A lot of them, they just don't take showers because it's kind of like a defense mechanism. It's like, you know, if I smell like shit, you know, he won't rape me. But looking at her, I don't know why she is under this impression anyone's going to rape her or has raped her. So I think she should just take the shower, honestly. But you have heard of that, right?
To the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office, Harris allegedly went ballistic after being asked to bathe, trashing belongings in the house, and switching off the power to the home.
Seems like a normal Tuesday for them.
When her grandparents tried to restrain her, Harris broke free and ran to grab a knife from the kitchen. She then allegedly stabbed her grandfather before fleeing to hide in the woods.
She's going back to her natural habitat. I don't even think fucking Bigfoot would put up with this fucking stinky bitch. You'll find come out of hiding.
Hours later, behind a nearby home.
Jeez.
This is horrible. Why?
So, I got a question. Have you ever just been around stinky bitches or have met stinky bitches? God, so what women don't, well, I mean, they probably do understand this, but you see, as a guy, we have sweaty balls, and sometimes we do sweat and sting. But women have a fucking like open gash, and that shit just fucking reeks one. Like if
yeah,
this
an
was like,
open wound.
yeah, it's already just like open axe wound. Like one day without a broad showering, it's fucking noticeable. It really is.
Yeah, trust me, I know.
Wait, what? Why do you know?
Because it's it's my lazy day.
Oh,
Ugh.
thank God I've never had to deal with
Right? That sounds a bit familiar, huh, Devin? It's,
Yes.
I'm just, like I've been working all week. I'm tired, just stressed. Today's my lazy day.
See, like even then, I'd be like, all right, well, come on, babe, let's take a shower together because I kind of feel dirty. Or like
No.
even if I've already taken a shower, I'd be
No.
like, come on, babe, like
You have to like throw like her phone in the fucking goddamn like shower or something, or like throw some hot chip in there maybe.
yeah, or chicken, or something like that sort, grape. Anyway, but I don't know, like I've never had to deal with that problem. Even if I've already if I was ever in that situation, I'd just be like, oh, I kind of feel dirty, even though like I already took a shower. I'd be like, oh, come on, baby, like let's go take a shower together.
John Jamingo brought this up because he was saying, minorities stink. He said that.
I agree.
But I got a question. I mean, yeah, that is true. But what is the stinkiest race in your guys' opinion? Because like
Black.
Indians.
I say Indians. Like some black people, like they just like they do either smell like sweat or tons of axe.
Grease. No one ever says
Greeks?
this. It's grease. No, grease. Like black people smell like grease. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just.
I've never heard that. I heard you talk about this on Jerry's podcast. Say they smell like fucking grease, and I'm like, what grease? Like chicken grease? What do you mean?
I don't know. Maybe it might be chicken grease, but I don't fucking know. Every time it's hot and like in middle school and like high school, if I was ever near a black person, I just smell grease. I was like, it smells like fucking cooking grease. I don't know. It's like you just made a very unhealthy meal, and all the grease is just getting like strained from it, and you can just smell it on them. Especially when they're sweating. Oh God, it's fucking rancid. It's horrible.
So there's two races. I'll just put a top three. So number one is Indian people. They fucking. I've walked into 7-Elevens, or also hell, even in this neighborhood, there's a ton of Indian people here. They fucking stink. And it's mainly because, usually you sweat off what you eat. Like Indian people, they eat stuff that just looks like fucking like dog shit, diarrhea, and it's all that garlic they fucking eat, and like all those millions of spices that they're probably not supposed to be eating, and they're just swaying it out. And stack on the top, they don't fucking like wipe their ass or shower, so it's like an ultra like death bomb. The second I know is the worst is, I'm going to talk about some of my experience, is there's some guy at work, some Asian guy, but there's also, this is the thing with Asian people, because they eat, they eat fish, they eat garlic, they eat dog or like whatever like animal that shouldn't be consumed. They sweat it out and it stinks. I remember, dude, every time, as soon as I see this fucking Asian dude walk in, he's like some like 20-year-old Asian dude. He walks in, he fucking heats up his fucking like fish that's like smothered in garlic in the microwave. It destroys the whole break room. I leave and whatever. But then when I have to work with them, or like they tell me to go help them, and I do manual labor, so I smell this motherfucker. I'm not kidding you where I say I walked like probably maybe like 30 feet from him, and I instantly just smell fucking like fishy, sweaty ass garlic. It is I had to tell my supervisor, like, hey man, do I really have to honestly work with them? And he's like, yeah, Mike, you kind of have to. I was like, I worked with him for a bit, and then I had to be like, oh, hey, dude, I'm going to go bathroom. I just never helped him out. I just walked away, and I told the supervisor, like, dude, I can't help him, dude. He stinks. And I'm very glad that my job, they made it aware. Like, I know this came off racist to a lot of people at my job, but my job had to put out a notice saying, like, hey, remember to shower before you come to work, because it's hazardous, because we work with machinery and lots of things, and we don't want, crying, operating a machine, and just fucking killing somebody. Like, dude... Yes, and like, I mean, of course, there's like, stinky Mexicans, and then I would say third on top of that would have to be Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans are just fucking gross, man. Puerto Ricans, they're like, anything you think that is gross from the Mexicans, and anything you think is gross from black people, Puerto Ricans are both. Like, Puerto Ricans are just ultra stink, dude. Like, it's just, that's my tier list of stinky races.
Okay, can we make retards a race, like as all of them? Like,
No, you can't.
Because I was gonna say, mentally handicapped people are fucking stinky. They
Well,
just
yeah,
don't
they
care,
probably like bathe in milk or something, dude.
exactly. They're fucking nasty and they stink. And I don't even looking at them, I kind of just like ill. That you can tell that he stinks. If mentally ill people or retards were a race, yeah, definitely would be on there. Would be
But
up there.
but it has to be a specific retard because I don't think autistic people stink, huh?
Yeah, because they'll fart and be like, "Oh, whoopsie!" It's like
Because I think they're like
never
Super
again.
Smash Brothers players, and they're all fucking stinky motherfuckers.
Exactly, like Devin.
It's all that autistic.
Excuse me.
Wait, Devin, I get a question. Do you think you stink, or do you think you relatively smell okay?
I shower.
I don't know.
But
Like, I have a
also, you're my fellow alcoholic brother, and you know that if you drink a
Oh
lot of alcohol
no,
and you
dude!
sweat,
As
it
soon as I
stinks.
start to sweat,
you stink.
it smells like straight up, like I just walked out of a distillery.
Ew. But even then, Devin, I have a picture of you with like a bald spot, and you look like really greasy.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know. Like I can just in that photo I have. Maybe we
Cheese?
should use this as the thumbnail.
I'm serious.
Uh huh.
Fucking stop with that.
Why?
It's not funny.
I think it's funny.
It's pretty funny.
See?
Fuck
But-
the both of yous.
But you do. Well, I mean, yeah, he looks a little greasy, but I don't
Oh,
think
it's
I could.
kinda
I don't
stinky.
think I could smell Devin from that picture though.
That was
No, I could smell it.
like back when I was drinking heavily.
Yeah, but I said I can't smell you though. You look greasy.
I can
Yeah.
smell you. I can see like the little green like stink clouds around you.
Like Stuttering John.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this. Don't compare me to that fat fuck.
I didn't say you're fat. I just said you're kind of stinky like him.
No.
Alright, I think that's is that it for your
Yeah, no, that's it.
Yeah.
This is the end of the show.
Okay.
Bring it
Well-
out, cheese.
You have been listening to the Fine Whining Podcast with my two lovely co-hosts, Michael, the editor, and Devin, the stinky.
Fuck you.
And that's been it. And do you guys want to, or Devin, do you
Don't
want to
listen to this show ever again.
That's not nice.
Okay, then, well, if you don't want to listen to the show ever again, go to Club Whine 97 and listen
Thank
to Devin's second part of his interview. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah. I learned some stuff about Devin, like his bald spot. Anyways, that's been it for the.
There is no ball spot.